educating customers isn't just about pushing them all your product features and all. It's about explaining how your solution will actually solve their problem.
So, in the early stages of any startup, it's very critical to, get the feedback of the customer to see that your product market fit is, going in the right direction or not. So I think that with LinkedIn, the most important problem that everyone faces is the content.
Reassert, I want to mention that ConnectGenie is a game changer tool. I use ConnectGenie and I find it a very intelligent AI based tool. It saves a lot of time.
Welcome to another episode of GenieTalks show. As always, I'm your host Bilal Asif. Folks, today we are going to be talking about a very interesting and hot topic, that is customer success management. Now, I do understand that the customer success management phrase, it has a corporatish vibe to it, and to be honest, when I heard about it, I had no idea what it meant. I did a little bit of research and found that it's a very important element for any business success, whether it's an enterprise or a startup. And after learning about it, I asked myself if I'm applying this methodology correctly for ConnectGenie, my startup. Now, I still have a lot of questions, and I'm going to be learning them with you. That what exactly is customer success management? How can a founder effectively implement this business function to turn customers into advocates and enhance their market reach? And finally, how a founder's personal brand can effectively be used to implement customer success management strategically. I'm honored to have Sonal Bhatnagar as our guest today. Sonal has immense knowledge on the subject and would be helping us navigate through it. So, a little bit about Sonal is that for over 20 years, she has been nailing the game of sales support, sales operations, pre-sales, and now has become an expert in customer success management domain. She has held roles like project sales engineer, sales support, senior beat management, and head of sales operation, where she successfully executed sales operations and implemented customer success management framework to ensure company success. Sonal, welcome to the show. How are you doing today?
Hey Bilal, I'm doing great. Thanks for having me. Super excited to be here and talk about something I am really passionate about.
All right. Let's kick this off. So first of all, Sunal would request that you make everyone's curiosity go away. I would request you to help me and the audience understand what exactly customer success management means.
Okay, customer success management, as we call it, CSM, is is more about customer. It's all about the customers, and we all companies have customer. It's all about ensuring that your customers get the most value from your product or service, whatever you have sold to them. It's not just about resolving issues when things go wrong for them. It's about building a long term relationship and helping your customers succeed in their own goals. Think of it like guiding a friend through their journey with something new. Um, and now in this digital age, we have added a layer of automation and AI to make this process smoother. But it still, I must mention, it still comes down to building trust and helping them succeed.
Got it. So basically, what I do at Connect Genie is that whenever someone signs up to our platform, I immediately go ahead and connect with them. So to learn about their experience, their user experience, and what that happens is that all of these connected customers, they actually have observed is that they actually become our paid customers. And the reason for that, I believe, is that they see the founder led content that gets published on my profile, and they actually start feeling a sense of trust that this is a brand that they can rely upon. So do you think that a personal brand of the founder plays a role in effective implementation of customer success management?
So, absolutely, personal branding does play a big role in customer success management. All the more because we are operating in this social media where we have access to the customers have access to us, they are constantly watching us, following us, hearing us. So it makes sense that we be seen and we are heard more by the customer. In fact, see it like this, that personal branding is huge in CSM. In my previous role, I've been connecting with our customers via LinkedIn, and I shared valuable content that aligns with them. Why valuable? Because it was about them, especially their pain points, the areas that they are struggling with. And customers see it. And in your case, the founder's personal brand is a reflection of the company's culture and values. When they see the founder is engaged in content and real conversations, they build that trust. It's like showing your human side and not just really a corporate face. You see?
So, so I think educating your customers about your offerings and how they are evolving over time, right? This is critical to any business, and educating about these aspects is important and for the customer success management as well, right? So, how can a customer success manager use their personal brand to educate their customers?
Great question. In fact, educating your customers is key. Educating customers isn't just about pushing them all your product features and all. It's about explaining how your solution will actually solve their problems. Using your personal brand, like writing posts on LinkedIn, engaging with audience, that will just give them a bigger picture of what do you do, what the entire product and company is about. I've had customers tell me that posts on AI, or specifically how to utilize AI, that has helped them utilize AI more. They got an idea about how they can use AI in their own company and own product, because I write a lot about AI. Now, how I'm using AI, AI is analyzing all that customer feedback which I get, the different inputs I'm getting, because it's large. AI just helps to put it together. So I use AI a lot to analyze that information and also see what is trending with the customer.
Got it. So, in the early stages of any startup, it's very critical to, get the feedback of the customer to see that your product market fit is, going in the right direction or not, right? So, and in the early days, I think mostly it's the founder himself who is taking up the role of customer success manager and, gathering as much feedback as possible. So, in your experience, what's been an effective technique for a customer success manager to get this feedback?
Feedback is all important, as in, totally, we need to see that where is the entire thing going. I've been asking very pertinent questions to the customer. You see, what is the product like? How is it working for you? What is not working for you? What would you like us to change in the product? That gives me an idea about what is working for the customer, what they would like us to continue doing or maybe change. And I tell you, as I said, that I have been using AI to sieve through that information. Even the large corporates nowadays, they are using consultants who are, uh, using AI to do this efficiently. They have large employee count, and even internally, they are using AI to do this information the same way I use AI to use customer feedback. And it's about, I have the data and I'm also adding empathy to see that the overall result makes sense. You got to use the human touch in it and human intelligence to what AI is telling you, but that's how it works overall.
Obviously, I think if you just put up a survey form to ask your customers, and fill it up, and they might even, I think in 99% of the cases they do not even bother to fill that up. So I think that the human touch, when it gets involved in this whole feedback loop, then it does help a lot. So so now, should they keep the customer success manager role for themselves, or what is your take on that?
Interesting question, and I'm glad you asked it. uh, you know what, I've seen that yes, a lot of founders of startups, proud founders of startups, they do reach out to the customers themselves. In a way, they are doing the customer success manager's role. But my suggestion, have another person do it. Usually these startup founders are doing everything by themselves. They're doing the marketing, sales, branding, selling, even at the back end, the technical part, they are everywhere. It helps that when you are talking to the customer, it should be a person who is not into founder mode or a startup mode, because a startup or a founder is constantly thinking about solution, how to make it better, what is feasibility, how much it would cost, where is the revenue coming from, and in those areas. When you're talking to the customer about their problems and solutions, go with a clear mind, No judgments there. Just ask and receive the feedback as is. To process it has to be done separately. You can always set up a meeting later, which I said that I use the customer feedback to, I put it together, I use AI to analyze it. I don't put it to my company's head or my boss's boss to look at the feasibility of it. We just try to hear what customer is saying without trying to find a solution then at that time. So best,
Actually, I think,
yeah,
yeah,
go
yeah,
ahead,
please
go
go ahead.
ahead. So
No,
okay,
actually, I was just saying that it's actually true whenever I do actually get a feedback from a customer that this is not right or this is not working and or we need this feature. I start, thinking about how am I going to implement it? What are the resources that I have available in my team that I can, start implementing it? So, so that, sometimes that feedback just goes under the rug as well. So, I know that was my perspective. So,
and you can become defensive too, because you've been through the journey. You know that certain feature customer has asked for, you cannot bring it looking at the roadmap right now, because you know the roadmap, you've been through the journey as the owner. Just cut through that, because as a owner founder you cannot do that. Best is to have one of your team member engage with the customer, just to uh, get their feedback, connect with them, hold a relationship with the customer, and then hear back from them. That's all. And
all
that's
right.
how you will
Thank you.
know what your customer is really, wanting to, and then which area you want to move ahead with.
All right. So now, so far, most part of your career, you've been invested in the sales domain, right? Can you share that, what drew your attention to transition from sales to customer success? And how did you reshape your personal brand to step into this new domain?
Yeah, thanks. After sales, pre-sales, bid management, I realized that you cannot keep selling to the same customer over and over again. You really need to hear and understand what customer is really drawing as a value from your product. I've been writing quality and winning proposals, but what is it? What the product is making difference to customers' problem or solution is something I wanted to find out. I wanted to bridge that gap, helping customers achieve their goals and in turn drive growth through advocacy. LinkedIn played a crucial role in this transition. Engaging with other CSM leaders, learning from industry insights, networking with professionals like me helped me understand the role's impact. It gave me clarity, connections, and the confidence to make the shift. Since I love building relationships, customer success felt like a perfect fit. I wanted customers to see real value in the product, so they would not only stick with us but also recommend us, helping boost sales through, that word of mouth. I reshaped my personal brand by sharing insights from both sales and pre-sales and customer success, and I'm also tracking that engagement so I know exactly what content resonates with my audience. It was a shift from just pushing any kind of content, but ensuring that customers get uh, what they want and I'm able to communicate to them.
Right. So, did you get a chance to use AI to, actually,
Definitely.
reshape your, personal brand to
Definitely.
get some ideas to write content?
Yeah. I use AI to analyze what's trending. It gives me fresh ideas. I am able to analyze what is the customer feedback. I can communicate with them with more personalized and efficient content. So I use
Right.
AI a lot.
So, like, when you use AI, a lot of people, complain that, the content that gets produced or the ideas, they can be too generic or robotic, right? So I would like to know that how are you able to, balance the irreplaceable human element while using AI for your content?
Uh, Indeed, balance is the key. I mean, you can use AI. AI is everywhere around, but human connection got to be there. You cannot replace human connection 100%. AI is good, but it cannot replace the empathy, understanding, and trust that comes with a genuine conversation. Sometimes just listening and being there, that human thing makes all the difference. The key is balance. So AI can handle the repetitive tasks, tracking customer behaviors, analyzing large data, or even creating that initial content drafts. But the real magic happens. Uh, when we add that human thing in it. Uh, so so if I have an AI content, I always add my my touch to it. uh, so so let's say AI might suggest a blog based on feedback, based on general customer feedback, but I ensure it's written with that complete understanding, the details, the empathy, the authenticity. What exactly happened? AI wouldn't go to that level yet. AI helps, but humans still make that emotional connection. Unless it's an AI on the other side of the table as well, for your customer is also using an AI to engage with you, assess you, etc. And you know what I mean, because I know we have had the situation where we were writing a proposal using AI, and
Mm-hmm.
uh, our team was worried that we are using AI, we must declare that we are using AI. The best part, when we discussed with the procurement on the other side, we found that they also have an AI tool to assess the RFPs which have been submitted, and that really gave us a kind of relief. Okay, so it's an AI RFP talking to an AI RFP assessor. So this is also happening nowadays, and in that case, it's fine. You can use AI. The human touch will definitely still play a role. But then this is
Obviously.
becoming common nowadays.
Understood. So the content that you produce, and I love your content. You produce so excellent content on LinkedIn. I follow you. I've been following you for quite some time now. So the content that you produce, does it help build the inbound interest and shift perception about sales and customer success?
LinkedIn has been fantastic in making the inbound interest. Totally. I mean, I have connected with people in the industry. I've been able to create conversation, uh, you know, on topics which we really need to talk about. What's working, what's not working, what's happening around us, what should change, what are the new trends which are coming, what are the industry best practices. These are the discussions which we are doing, and that just helps uh, a person who's working using LinkedIn to create the brand and the awareness. It just helps that person reach out to a global platform. uh, LinkedIn, it doesn't really stop you from just that limited uh, group of people that you meet and greet every day. It just lets you talk to so many people on the LinkedIn who are working or who are part of the same game that you are playing.
Right. Okay. So since we're talking about sales, I would like to know your perspective that, when it comes to sales, does cold selling approach is, if do you think that is more effective, or the content driven selling approach is more effective?
It got to be content driven for me. Uh, see, if it's not content driven, it is not. It doesn't have the feel. It is not getting applied. It is not reaching. The cold content, the cold approach used to work for masses like that. But if it's a targeted approach where you need results, you need certain sales to happen, a sure shot sale to happen, or a sure shot uh, way to work with the customer, then it got to be content driven. You must personalize it.
Because I think that the reason for that is because when you're producing content and then you're actually selling to people, right? These people, one way or the other, they will check out your LinkedIn profile, that who is selling me what. And when they see your content and it's related to that niche, I believe then they actually found you to be someone that they can trust, and they found they are more willing to buy from you, right? That is actually my perspective, and I think that's how the content driven approach actually works. So
Yeah.
um, I a lot of professionals, newcomers, they are trying to work a lot on their LinkedIn presence to create lead generation systems. What advice would you give to them to build a strong personal LinkedIn brand?
Be authentic. Know what you want to do. What uh what is it that you have set out yourself for? Have clarity on uh what kind of uh, audience you need, what kind of content you're building. Don't be in multiple boats. I've seen people who have a nice LinkedIn page, but if you go through the page or the content or the overall social presence, not just LinkedIn only, you would see that it's quite confusing. Uh, you know, don't be in different boats. Give a clear message, single message, decide what you want to uh, convey, stick to that. Keep saying it, keep doing it, because that's how you stand out. That's how you build your brand. Okay, I know that this person, so and so, is into customer success management, has been into sales, pre sales, and now is getting closer to the customer. In fact, it's almost putting herself into customers' shoes, and this is how she's moving forward. That message should be out by looking at your entire social profile. And nowadays, people are not just looking at LinkedIn, they are looking at you overalls. Whatever your social presence is, ensure that you are seen across the same way.
Got it. So I think that with LinkedIn, the most important problem that everyone faces is the content. Like, you have to create ideas, you have to, then do the engagement by commenting on other people's posts. And that's where, Connect Genie helps you guys with, the content creation by creating posts for you, by helping you do engagement in a more meaningful manner, and, helping you grow your network by personalized connection request notes. So that's where the connect genie happens. And if you guys are still listening, do check out our extension for that. So Sunal, thank you for all the insights that you've given us. Any last piece of advice that you would like to give to someone who is trying to transition from another role to customer success management, and what would it be?
Nice question, Bilal. I would definitely like to take it, but I want to reassert. I want to mention that Connect Genie is a game changer tool. I use Connect Genie, and I find it a very intelligent AI based tool. It saves a lot of time uh, that we spend on LinkedIn creating content and also engaging with our audience. Uh, at the same time, if you want to build your brand 10 times faster, 10 times in a more efficient way, using a tool like this is intelligent, is a smart decision. Okay, so I'm getting back to your question. So so my advice would be uh, embrace both tech and empathy, both. Don't just rely on the tools. Understand your customers on a deeper level. Uh, then be curious, uh, ask questions, reach out, use AI for the repetitive tasks, okay? But always make sure you add that human touch to it, your uniqueness to what you are doing. And of course, in CSM, people always come first. So just keep that in mind before you are putting your foot ahead.
Okay, correct. Well, that's it for the entire episode for today. I hope many of you benefited from all the insights that Sonal has given us, especially those who are trying to, go into the customer success management role. If you enjoyed today's episode, I would request that you do subscribe and share this episode with others. The purpose of creating these episodes is because I'm actually learning myself along my startup journey about all these, fancy terms like customer success management, and and along with just I just don't want to learn myself, I also want to help you guys learn along with me. So if you guys want to have want to us to discuss other topics on this platform that are associated with LinkedIn, personal branding, marketing, do let us know in the comments, and I would be happy to bring in a guest to discuss about those topics. So this is Bilal Asif, your host from GenieTalks show. I will see you soon in the next episode. Signing off, Bilal.